Hello and welcome to the
The Yellow Show. So today we're going to talk about the Yellow Power Ranger.
I think you mean yellow power.
Whatever.
So what is yellow power?
I'm glad you asked. Yellow Power is the Asian American version of the African American movement, Black Power.
I'm sure that newspapers didn't allow for Asian Americans to print out articles about yellow power, so how did they print out that newspaper?
Actually, that article is printed in an underground Asian American newspaper called Gidra. In this specific article, the author explains the meaning of the phrase yellow power. But I really want to know what their goals were, and the text is so small in this picture that I can barely read it.
Well, you don't need to worry about that because I have you covered. Their overall goal was to change society so that Asians and others who are alienated would be able to survive and determine themselves how they were going to live their lives. Although they wanted to be equal with the rest of society, they made it a main point that they did not want to be put above everyone else. With this point in mind, they wanted to include and unite other people of color during this movement and wanted to reach their goal together.
Wow, they really wanted everyone to be equal.
You betcha.
They not only fought for social equality, they fought for other things such as Asian American communities, community programs to revitalize urban Asian ghettos, and they wanted to end racism and negative stereotyping in media. Some may have different opinions on how well that last one ended.
That's amazing, but the thing is, I don't know how they tried to achieve all of this.
Oh look, something I actually know. Asian students at the University of California, Los Angeles launched groups like the Asian American Political Alliance and Orientals Concerned. Actually, UCLA is where the underground newspaper Gidra was founded.
Really?
Yup, and on the east coast of Yale and Columbia, branches of AAPA had formed. In the Midwest, even more Asian students formed groups at the University of Illinois, Oberlin College, and University of Michigan.
I heard that by 1970, more than 70 campus and community groups that related to Asian Americans had formed. Is that true?
Sure is, but not only that, organizations outside of college campuses had formed on the East Coast. They had a method of forming groups and protesting. You could even say that they were a revolutionary force.
Well, if they were so great, what did these groups accomplish?
One of their greatest successes was when Asian Americans and other students of color participated in strikes at San Francisco State University and the University of California, Berkeley. They did this for the development of ethnic studies programs. The students demanded to design these programs and to select the faculty that would teach these new courses.
And now there's more than 175 courses in San Francisco State's College of Ethnic Studies.
Wow, amazing.
I know, right? And at Berkeley, there's even a PhD program in comparative ethnic studies.
It's so cool when you put it into perspective. If Asian Americans hadn't done any of this, there probably wouldn't even be a College of Ethnic Studies or a PhD program in comparative ethnic studies.
Well, I don't expect all of this to happen so easily, so what did Asian Americans have to go through while they were trying to accomplish all of these things?
Oh, honey.
You better hurry, this video is supposed to be around 2 to 3 minutes long.
Well, to start, racial impulses against Asian Americans fueled discrimination and segregation. Asian Americans had to endure harsh working conditions and had laws written against them.
Like what?
Well, there was prohibition of marriage between white people and Asians, also known as mixed relationships, segregation in schools, laws against them owning property, anti-Asian immigration laws.
Okay, I think that's all we have time for.
Good, because that was all I could think of.
Well, thanks for tuning in to The Yellow Show.
Wait, there was also racial violence. That's it, I promise.
That's all for today's episode of The
Yellow Show.